Hello everyone. I welcome you all to our project milestones 4 presentation. Project title is Predicting the Traffic Accident Injury Severity Using Machine Learning. Batch code is B14 and we are doing a project under the guidance of Professor Shruti ma'am and myself, Mohammad Mujahid Khai sir.
This is Sunil Kumar.
This is Chandana Samratini.
Okay, yeah. Coming back to our contents. So we have the introduction, outcomes of literature survey, design details of a project, and we have the existing system which was used earlier, and we have a proposed system which we are proposing in our project. And going on with the advantages of our proposed system, why our project proposed system is better than other, and last but not the least, the result analysis we have, and to end with it, we have conclusion.
Coming to information, traffic accidents are daily. As we know, traffic accidents are the most critical issues facing the world as they cause many deaths, internal injuries, resulting in huge economic losses in a year. According to the road ministry's data, India has 4,67,044 reported road accidents in 2018. India has 1% of the world's vehicles, but accounts for 6% of the world's road traffic accidents according to the WHO report. As many as 73% of all deaths due to road traffic accidents. Around 1.5 million different road users died from the traffic accidents. Our application. In our application, we are using machine learning techniques to reduce the traffic accidents. To predict the pattern of accident for future use, it is to be utilized. We have collected the previous data of type of traffic accident which has occurred from the traffic department. If we predict the pattern of what type of accident is occur at a particular road, then we can provide early treatment and precautions for that. It also helps to avoid death costs due to internal injury by providing early treatment. We are using machine learning techniques for predicting the severity in injury. Our goal is building classifiers that can predict the accident. These classifiers are built using training set of data in which accident patterns are known. This machine learning algorithm is using a system that will avoid traffic accidents.
Okay. Coming to our existing system. Current existing system is manual process where ledgers are maintained. Ledgers are maintained to enter the data, to store the data, and then data are collected. Data should be collected that are only stored. They are not analyzed. They are not analyzed data, and they are not extract useful information from the data, and the maintenance of the data is very poor. And current manual process is risk as we have write down the data manually. It's very difficult to maintain the entire large amount of data. In a proposed system, as the three modules: admin, member, and visitor. Admin, one who maintain the entire system. Member, he can visit the patterns, and visitor, he can he can visit the uh, application. And in we are using Eclat algorithm. We are predicting the result. Then patterns are generated based on the data stored in the database. Association rules define the severity in injuries. Next, and the final one, rules are generated based on correlation between the type of accident with injuries.
So coming to the literature survey, we have referred 4 papers and we have put in others. The first paper is the research on automated modeling algorithm using association rules for traffic accident, which was published in the year 2018. In this paper, the proposed work was to dynamically calculate the reasonable minimum support based on the point of interest and sample data. Their methods were like support, confidence, and lift a priori algorithm and association rule. The application has a association rule mining in an intelligent transport system. Generally speaking, association rule can produce tons of weak rules. The study first designed a method to calculate minimal support value of training parameters, and further put forward a way to extract strong rules automatically. The result of the experiment showed that these methods proposed in the paper are effective, and therefore an automatic modeling algorithm used association rules was finally established to promote the effective application. So coming with the next paper, comparison of machine learning algorithms for predicting traffic accident severity it was published in the year 2019. And hence this proposed work was to build up a model for classifying the severity of injuries. So we are classifying the major different categories of severity of injuries using the Navy-based algorithm AdaBoost M1, J48, and PART and random forest classifiers, which are used widely. And hence, their limitation was that some factors may have possible effects on accident severity and duration. And duration, in the sense, the time taken or time take occurred, which are not considered because of the lack of the suitable data. This finding of this study in this paper indicated that the RF model can be a promising tool for predicting the injury severity of traffic accidents. RF algorithm was shown better performance with 75.5 accuracy. So moving on with the next slide. Okay. So the next paper is analysis on traffic accident severity level using classification, and is a whole paper published in the year 2015. In this paper, the proposed work was like dealing with the predicting severity in injuries using set of characteristics for example, driver behavior, in what condition or state he was, the road condition, and the weather condition. Though these the parameters they are like or dependent on this type of characteristics. The method used in this paper was part algorithm of VICA, hybrid decision tree, artificial neural network, which is known as HTTANN. So hence in this paper, the limitations was there is no association with the type of accidents. For example, you need to differentiate define the association between different type of accidents, and hence this was the lacking in this paper. So next paper we have referred as analysis of injury severity in pedestrian crashes using classification and regression trees. This was also the paper published in the year 2015. This proposed work was the probabilistic models of crash injury severity, wherein the regression tree analysis for examining factors that influence crash severity in crashes involving a pedestrian. A pedestrian, in the sense, the person moving on the street or the pathway, including them. The methods used is the classification regression tree, the CRT model. And hence, as every paper concludes with limitations or lacking abilities, and this paper also had limitations of classification and regression done only for the pedestrian collisions. Like, see, for example, you can't differentiate or brief out the can't result out the accidents between the vehicles. So if a vehicle is if a pedestrian is hit by a vehicle, only that type of classification and regression can be done. So moving on to the next slide. As we all know, every project or which has the designing part contains of different layers of architecture in designing. So hence our project also consists of 3 different layers of architecture that is used for designing. And they are 3 layers are data layer, and that can also be called as a tier, business tier, business logic layer, or business tier, and another one last layer is a presentation layer. So if there is a data SQL server which stores the database, and hence where the first layer or the tier is data tier, wherein you have the data, the database operations are performed from the SQL server. Like operations like fetch, update, delete, insert, like DB operations required in data science projects. And hence the data tier or data layer consists of the queries to check the user login, for example. Yeah, it contains the queries written down to perform any action. So coming with the business tier, the queries in the data tier are invoked from the business logic layer, or you can say business tier. Business tier is the tier where you write down the cs.cs file, that is a C# file, wherein you have written down the code. And then this business logic layer acts as an intermediary layer, or you can call it as a bridge between data tier and presentation layer. Okay, so coming on the presentation tier, presentation is nothing but you can call it as a front end. Front end in the sense you have a button in front of you in the graphical user interface, and you write down a function to that button. If you click on click listener using those things, using those function, it is a front end. What you can see, you are giving a function to that. That's called a presentation layer.
This is the data flow diagram for admin. Here first, admin send the request for login by entering ID and password. Checks whether the ID and password is correct or wrong. The login fails, it returns back to the login page and displays the message of invalid login. If the login gets success, then the admin can see this message, and then here he can add CPs, register traffic department, set ID and password, and can change or update password profile. All these inputs will store into database. Before storing the data, first it checks whether the input is already added or not. If already added, then it displays the message of data already exists. Yes, it will store into database. And then it retrieves from database from the process and then we can log out. Next, moving to data flow diagram for traffic department. It is also the same as admin diagram. Here also traffic department then request for login by entering ID and password is given by admin. It checks first whether the ID or password is correct or wrong. If the login fails, it returns back to the login page and displays the message of invalid login. If the login gets success, then the traffic department can homepage. Then where you can add traffic data, can predict the accident severity, can find the pattern for that analysis, and he can update or change profile. All these functions will be done by database operation in server. All these inputs will store into a database. Before storing the data, it checks whether that input is already added, then it displays the data already exists. And it will retrieve from database and the process, and then we can log in as
Explanation of the flow of a project. Initially, we'll use a MSQL server for the backend. The server contains the databases that is used for the operations. It stores all the data, and the inputs which are given on the front end, they are stored in the form of tables in these databases. Like each modules, they'll be having the different functionalities and respective tables to store the data. Based on that data, the validations or further operations like login, update, all operations are done. In our project, as mentioned earlier, there will be 3 modules in a proposed system. Suppose coming to the first, admin, if he tries to log in by giving his credentials like the user ID and the password, suppose if that process is successful, then he'll be allowed to take a different page and perform a set of tasks. Else, if there an error occurred, it displays a message that login failed or incorrect user ID or the password. When he is successful in the login process, the administrator can add the cities members, that is to register the new members or remove the previous one, and he can also update his profile, that is he can update his password based on the cities, based on the requirement of his members who are registered, he'll add and remove the cities. This is the part of the administration. Coming to the member, a member can be a traffic in charge or a doctor. When the same process repeats, when he tries to log in by his user ID and password, there are two possibilities. That is, if error is occurred, there will be a message displayed as a login failed. Else, he'll be carried to a different web page where he'll be having set of functionalities and operations that can be performed. That is, he'll be having permission to add the roads, data sets. That is the description about the data which is used for prediction. That is type of accidents or injuries like that. Based on that stored data, we are going to predict the result. The prediction is done, and even the member has the permission to update his profile, and that is to update the password. So this is the flow how it goes in a project. Coming to the main part, that is the algorithm used in a project. We are using the Eclet algorithm, as the name defines, equivalent class clustering and bottom-up traversal. This algorithm uses the practice of bottom-up. That is, it searches the patterns based on depth first search. This algorithm is usually used to generate the frequent items. In practical application, these algorithms are used in network services also. So one of the advantage of this algorithm is that speed. The speed of this algorithm is a bit comparatively faster than others because it divides the databases and it will process the data, separating it to different processing units. So talking about the procedure, how it works, it will create an item list of data stored. That is, once it scans the data, forming a item list from the database, and the data which are particularly specified to give as a parameter to this algorithm is taken in a form of list, and based on that item set, the candidate items are generated. So candidate items, these are used for the finding of frequent items. That is the combination of each item set with the other. It may be 1, 2, 3. This process is carried out for each items until it becomes null. So this uh, frequent items are found using the super support count, minimum support count. The main factors of this algorithm is the support count and the So, as we have used this algorithm for the prediction, this algorithm result is a strong association rules. Those rules are nothing for purpose of prediction. So these rules are nothing but the correlation between type of accident with the type of injuries in a particular project concept. So user will manually set the minimum support count and the confidence values. We can vary it accordingly based on our requirements. So this minimum support count is 20 as we have specified in our project, and also the confidence value is 60%. This would give a accurate result, so I have set these values. And talking about the candidate item set and the frequent item set, these are very important in each step. This is an iterative process where there is a link between each candidate item sets. If one goes wrong, then the output will be different and very less efficient and accurate. So these items are in each process are very important and should take care of that. And the strong associations rules, these are extracted from the frequent item sets as we have set the values for the confidence value. Based on that confidence value, the results are filtered out and association rule is generated. Coming as I have explained the working of the algorithm, the flow goes as once we start the algorithm by giving the input to that, based on the support count, it generates the frequent items and the candidate item sets. Frequent item sets are all combinations. Candidate item set is the filtered contents based on the values which we have specified, such as like support count. We'll mainly consider support count in the initial candidate items generation. At the end, for the rule generation, we are going to use the confidence values. Suppose the generated set, it becomes null. That is when there are no more combination that to be done or that to be generated, then it goes, as I said earlier, it is an iterative process that is carried out for finding of frequent and candidate item sets. Once all the things are clear at the end, once all frequent item is generated, they are going to be filtered based on the confidence value, and based on the analysis of those, we are going to find the or generate the rules. So these rules are nothing but the prediction of the frequent item sets. That is the main purpose of a project.
Let us come to advantages of our proposed system. Uh, as said by one of my teammate Chandana, usage of Eclet algorithm, we are using machine learning techniques like Eclet algorithm and unsupervised learning to get accurate results. Then data process can be done in two ways, and they are data cleaning and integration method. Using these two methods, you can extract useful information. Then type of accidents and injuries are the parameters we are used for injuries prediction of the injury severity. Then our application is browser-based application. Public can also access it, in our application. Hence, we can reduce the traffic accidents. As already said, performance of the system is more. Prediction of the performance is also more.
Implemented and explain about our proposed system. The results are analyzed based on giving different inputs. So we have for the documentation purpose, we have given two examples in this PPT. So first one, we give two inputs, that is one Bogadi and Kuvempu Nagar. These are the these inputs are given as the sector of roads. Once we give these inputs, based on the previous stored data in the database, it is going to analyze and predict the patterns based on the given input. So the results which are generated, they are displayed using the dynamic tables in the form of association rules. So the efficiency is measured by the time taken to generate the patterns once we give the input. Once we have given the input, the result generated are very faster. That is, we also display the time taken by the algorithm to predict the pattern for the given input. So, by the time which is displayed, we can conclude that the algorithm used for prediction is more efficient and accurate. The accuracy is also mentioned and calculated based on the results generated. As I mentioned, once we give the Bogadi as input and press the find button, these are the patterns that are generated in the form of association rule with the help of a dynamic table. And also we display the confidence values, that is how much accurate. Based on these values, we are concluding the accuracy of our prediction. Coming to the second example, we'll give Kuvempu Nagar as the road, and once we press the find patterns, the output generated is different from the first example. That is, based on the database stored, the roads related to Kuvempu Nagar are considered, then they are used for prediction, and hence the prediction is done based on the particular inputs that are given for the algorithm for the prediction.
Of the road safety and the public property, public damage, and economy of the country in mind, and hence we have designed this project to meet the requirements of the public and help the benefit the society. Descriptive or predictive mining applied on historical data of occurred accidents. Like, see, as in every machine learning project, we fetch the data of the past few years and we analyze the data and process the data using association learning or classifiers or something, and we generate the results of patterns. So, hence, the mining applied on historical data of occurred accidents. The previous year's accidents data are fetched, which is stored in the database server, and it is fetched and analyzed and processed in this project. And hence, with the consideration of the public safety and economy in mind, this project proves very beneficial to the traffic department, to the public, and to the doctors. How it will help the public is, as my friend said, it's a browser-based application. It can be accessible from other locations like various locations, Mysore, Bangalore, or somewhere, and the public can wave in that particular road how many, what is the frequency of accidents and occurred, and what type of injuries have occurred there. So we are ending this conclusion. I would like to thank you all for listening to our project. If you have any comments, please put it down in the comment section below. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
So this is the index page of our project. That is the first page. We are going to use the MySQL Server localhost for displaying this in the browser. And we have three modules, main modules of our project. That is the member, admin, and the visitor. So the backend technology which we are using for this front-end user interface is the MySQL Server. The database which we have created in the database section, they have named that as a traffic database. It contains the tables which from which the front-end data which is given as the input is stored. This contains there are different tables for an admin to add the cities, to add the roads, and for the in-charge members. So this is the table which is used for cities, adding of cities. Each cities will be having its own unique ID with a city name, and the for example, we have given 50 records now. Coming to the table of in charges, these has different properties that are columns. Their in charges ID, their password, which is the type of member, that is whether the member is an traffic department in charge or a doctor, and their names, their address. These are the data which we have given while registering the members to the system. So there are many tables as the same shown. So coming to the first module of our project, that is the
First module of our project is visitor, or we can say public. This is the homepage of our project. Um, First, I will explain the visitor part. We can visit home. We can visit home page. Contact us, about us, and injury severity. This homepage is just a static page where we can see some text information and images about our project. Here, no programming is done. Next, coming to about us. Here also we can see static pages of this information. It displays the information about the traffic accident and objectives of our project. Static page is nothing but it cannot link to any other pages. Next is contact us. Here in this page again we see the static page which has the contact details. If visitors have any queries, then they can contact us where they can get the contact details such as name, address, contact number, email ID, and website address. Next, moving to injury severity. Here, visitor or public can generate patterns of traffic accidents. To see the pattern, just select the city name. I'm selecting Mysore in the menu list. And the respective road for that city. And click on generate pattern button. Then he can see the generate patterns for what type of accident, which type of injury is in that city. This is the pattern. And also he can see the confidence level for the type of accident. This pattern is generated for the Bogati road. Now I will generate the pattern for another road, which is Divan's road. Pattern. So these are the patterns are generated for Divan's road. So visitors can only visit the home page, about us, contact us, and injury severity pages, but he cannot do any other operations here. Next is admin login.
Yes, thank you, Shine, for explaining the introduction of the homepage of the project. So when see, as in every project, the administrator or admin plays a very important role, and it is acts as a main person of the whole project, wherein it is a manages cities. In our project, coming to our project, it manages cities, manages traffic departments, and okay, coming to the admin functions, admin plays a very important role, and in this project there is only one admin. As you can see in traffic system database, there is the traffic database, and you can see the table created for the admin. The admin ID is admin, as you can see. The password is 123. So there can't be multiple admins for a particular database or project. So there is only one admin here with a password 123. So we'll see the demo. Yes, we have. We'll show you by logging out. This is admin. We have been logged in as an administrator of a project. As you can see, there is a home, add cities. Home will take you to the same page as it reloaded here. Add cities, coming to the adding of cities. Let us take an example of adding uh, another city name, Birur. Name, new city added successfully, you can see. Okay. And you can see here with the number 51, serial number 51, Birur is added. Then if you want to go and register members to that particular city, let us add select Birur from the drop down list, and let us give a member ID for Birur. Let us give it as a 456. Let us give it as a traffic department. We are giving the membership to the Birur city. Birur city's traffic department. Fine. So name, password, we'll give it as 123. Address or anything you can put. We'll add it later. Added. Okay, it's asking the validation error name. Okay, we added the details for the Birur city. Then you can see here, Birur. Its ID is 456 as we have added. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is the number. Here you can edit it or you can delete it. Fine. And admin has another feature of changing the password or updating the password from old password to new password by confirming that we have put the function wherein it checks the old password matches with the previous stored password which is already used, and hence you can see the Birur data here. Let us log in as a Birur 456 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll sign out and we'll log in as a member of Birur. Okay. Oh. Is logged in as a 456, and you can add roads in for the city of Birur as we haven't added here. We'll add a road name. This name road added successfully. So SK road is added in the city of member Birur 456. And if you want to add the traffic data set which is of accidents occurred, you can add here. Or road name is SK road which is previously added. Description. Registered successfully. Traffic accident severity is selecting the SK road, and you can find patterns because there is no. Yes.
So as my friend created new database for admin, hence there is no data set found. Now I'm showing for the existing data set. For Mysuru, the ID of the city is 111 and password is 1234. User ID is 111 and password is 1234. Login. This is home page for traffic department. And coming to data set, traffic department have already added some road names. For Mysore city. And in data set, here also traffic department have already added some data set, and this data is inputted in a algorithm, and this algorithm will find the pattern for type of accident with related type of injury. Now we can find traffic accident severity. We can find the pattern. We select the road name which we have added, that is Bogati, and then click on find pattern button. Then it generates a different patterns for the Bogati road. So these are the patterns with confidence value. Confidence value is nothing but to know what percentage have the possibility for this type of accidental injury. And here showing the executing time, that is 101 millisecond has taken to generate the patterns, and the accuracy for this is 83.3333%. Finally, the count of the patterns are correct patterns is 5, and percentage of correct patterns is 83.33%. So next is here traffic department can change the password by inputting old password, new password, and confirm password. Old password is 1234. You can enter new password as 123 and confirm password as 123. Then click on the change password button. Then it shows the message traffic in charge password changed successfully. Now sign out. If we click on sign out, then it will redirect us to the member login page. So these are the functionalities we have at the traffic department. Next is doctor part.
Coming to the another member of our project, that is the doctor. A doctor can log in using his user ID and the password. That is doctor. He'll be he'll insert the record status. He'll give the input user ID and password and gets logged in. Once the doctor, that is a member, logged in, so this is the page that is displayed. He'll be having the section of home where he can view the informations, that is the home page. Then the main part, that is the injury pattern prediction, so based on which he is going to predict or treat the patients for the early precautions and also for avoiding the internal injuries. So in order to get these predictions and patterns, he has to give the input with the respective city and a road. So in this example, I'm using Mysore as a city and road is the Bogadi. Once I press a button, generate patterns, it in turn progresses and the algorithm displays the results using display table, dynamic table with these association rules. Also the execution time of this input is also shown with the accuracy. So this is more efficient and accurate. So in using these patterns, the doctor would be giving better treatments comparatively for the previous, in order to help the society for the saving the lives of many who would die due to internal injuries. So this is the prediction which he will be using for the treatment. So coming to the next section, that is the account. This doctor is one of the member. He'll also be able to update his profile, update his password by validating the old password. Only if the old password is confirmed, then only you'll be able to update the new password and confirm that. Else, if a password is changed, we'll get a successful message, that is the password changed successfully. Else it will give an error that it failed. So the next section is just sign out. Once the doctor sign outs, he'll be directed to the same index page, that is the first page of a project.
So this was our project wherein the traffic members and doctors used our application to generate the patterns and predict the injury severity caused due to by an accident. And hence, as you saw the demo, we can conclude this demo with an thank you. Thank you one and all for listening to our video and watching this. Thank you so much.
Thank you.